Hey everyone, so you want to know if someone is home or someone is not at home and you want to see it in Home Assistant and act with automations based on it. I'm going to show you how that works together with an app. It's really easy to set up, and from now on you don't have to be scared anymore that all your lights are still on or your heating is still on while nobody is home. I'm going to show you now. Watch this. So let's add our avatar to Home Assistant and make sure that you can see whether I'm home or not. To do this, I created a Lovelace dashboard, and the first thing that I want to see is my avatar here. So I have to add my person entity in this dashboard. So we go to the three dots over here, configure UI, and I will click this little pencil next to home, and then I'm going to badges and I'm going to select the person entity, and I have a person dot smart home junkie, and I'm going to save it. And as you can see now, if I close it, I can see my status here, which is unknown, and there's also no image yet here. So first of all, we'd like to add an image so that it looks more nice. And to do that, we have to do a couple of things, which is not that really difficult. First, we have to go to the file location of our Home Assistant. If you don't know how to do it, check out my video on the Samba share. It's down below in the description. Make sure that works first and then come back to this video. So for that, I'm going to open my Finder. I'm going to Network, and in my case, I'm going to do this Home Assistant Connect, and then we go to Config. And in Config, we make sure that there is a folder called www. So if you open that folder, in this folder we are going to place a JPEG with my avatar in it. Well, I have a JPEG here. I'll copy it. Hey, this is my JPEG. Oh, I'm copying it. I'm going to paste it here. So now my JPEG is here. And now we have to tell Home Assistant that it should show this image here in my smart home junkie person entity. For that, I have to do two things. I have to add a file. I'm going to add the file first in the config folder. So I'm back in the config folder here. I can close this one. Well, I can first open configuration.yaml because I also have to change something there. So it's opening Atom. Yes, and now I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to save this file as. Now I have to go to back to my server, to config, and I'm going to call this file customize.yaml. Save, and we are going to add a little bit of code to that file. Let's close these two, and the code in the customize.yaml is person.smarthomejunkie, and then we say entity underscore picture. And now it's going to be tricky, because what you see here is that I created a folder www, and within this folder I created the file, the JPEG of my avatar. But if I want to address this folder, I shouldn't call it www, but I should call it local. So in entity picture, I'm going to say that the image is in /local /smarthome.junkie.jpg. Let's double check. smarthome.junkie.jpg, smarthome.junkie.jpg. Yes, that's correct. So let's save this file. So it's saved. And now I have to tell Home Assistant where to find this file customize.yaml, and that's what we do in the configuration.yaml. So we go back to configuration.yaml, and I'm going to find a place where to push it. I think this is a great place. So I'm going to say here, Home Assistant customize include customize.yaml. So let's save this one. Now my configuration file is changed to customize include customize.yaml, and I create a customize.yaml, and in the customize.yaml I am referring to the JPEG that I saved in the www folder. But as I already told you, you shouldn't use www in the code, but you should use local in the code. So everything is saved. Now we go back to Home Assistant and we go to configuration, server controls. Let's check the configuration if it's still valid. Yes, it is valid. So now we're going to restart it. Restart. Okay, this takes a while. So Home Assistant has been restarted. So let's see how this looks. And as you can see, my avatar is here, but my status is still unknown. And to make sure that my status is also known, I have to take another step. And I can show you how that works. So we go to configuration, and then we go to persons, and then you see me as Smart Home Junkie, and then you see there's a possibility to add presence detection here. So if I click on presence detection integrations, you see all the integrations that are there for presence detection. There's a lot of things that you can use as your phone or a tile or other things, but I found out that Live 360 is the best one to use. It's the most reliable presence detection, and it's free. So here is how it is explained. Before you can use it in Home Assistant, you have to install it on your phone first, and I will show you now how that works on your phone and how you can install it on your phone. So I opened the Live 360 app on my phone, and I'm going to create a new account. I have to enter my phone number for it. So first find my country. In my case, it's the Netherlands. So Netherlands. Then I'm going to add my phone number here. Press continue. I'm going to enter my name, Smart Home Junkie. And you continue. I'm going to enter my email address. And we're going to add a password. Make sure that you remember your email address and password because you need it in Home Assistant later on. I continue. Another time continue. I'm not going to add a code, but I'm going to create a new circle. And call it Junkie Family in my case. That's nice. I can share the code to the people that live in my home. I am a dad. Well, let's add my photo too. Continue. and again continue, and again continue. I'm going to add my home, that's where I'm currently at. And that's it. It's working. So this is the only thing that I have to do for now. And now we can set up Home Assistant to make it work together with Home Assistant. So we installed Live 360 on our phone, and now we have to activate it into Home Assistant. For that we go again to Configuration, Integrations in this case, and then we click on the plus on the right lower corner, and then we choose Live 360. I'm going to enter my email address. And the password. And then we submit it. So now Live 360 is installed into Home Assistant, and now we have to tell Home Assistant that the user Smart Home Junkie uses Live 360 as present detection. So again, we go to Configuration and we go to Persons. And if we click on Smart Home Junkie, now you see that I can pick a device to track. And if I click on it, I see my Live 360 Smart Home Junkie device in here. So I click on it. I can even add more devices, but at the moment I only have one device, so that's the Live 360. I'm going to update this here. And now we go back to My Home. And as you can see, now it states that I'm home, which is actually true because I am home. And if I'm leaving the house, then it will automatically switch to away. And the nice thing about this is that you can create all kinds of automations based on if you're home or not. So for instance, if you leave the house, shut down all the lights and turn off the heating, for instance. So that's a really nice feature to use. Well, yeah, there's nothing more to say about this. It's quite easy to set up. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Maybe you can share the video, and I would really like to know in the comments what kinds of presence detections you use. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.